Good afternoon. It is about 3 o'clock on Monday, December 3rd or something. And I think I'm going to talk about perfectionism. I'm letting myself let my perfectionism get in my way again. It's a thing. It pops up. It's a human thing. So I started vlogging and doing the journal stuff as an outlet. A place to let my thoughts out, get my thoughts out and organize them, and just have an outlet for whatever ramblings are going on in my brain. And it's because I'm going into therapy, and I'm in a place in my life right now where I'm trying to do a lot of work on myself. Trying to really dig at some of my own flaws and try to be a happier and healthier person for myself and for my family. But somehow my vlogging to help myself, I got caught up in my own perfectionism. And so, I've been really fixating on the producing and the editing, and it's really fun, and I do enjoy it. But in a way, it's been adding some stress to my bubble because, for example, there's one video that I'm stuck on right now, or one vlog that I've been stuck on for over a week. It's been 8 days, because it was last Sunday that I recorded it, and it was a crazy, crazy day, and so much happened. So many things went crazy in this day, and I really wanted to find some way to put it together so that I could, just show all the crazy, hurdles that kept hitting at me that day. It was crazy, crazy, and I think I probably could have just talked about it and expressed it instead of just, feeling like I had to actually, show these things happening. I think I kind of felt like I needed to show these things happening because it's just so unreal just how many things pop up for me to have to fight against in one crazy day. And yeah, I guess it didn't even really occur to me until just now that I didn't have to show everything. I could have just sat there and told you about everything, and maybe thrown some clips in there. And but my perfectionism was there, lingering at me, and I really felt like, I've got to show it. Got to show all of this stuff, and so I had tons and tons of footage that I've been struggling to try to dwindle down and into one digestible little video, and I don't think it's very likely. I mean, I'm probably going to end up putting it out, and it's going to be over half an hour long. I don't know. I haven't decided what I'm going to end up doing with it yet. But in the meantime, all my other days have been backing up while because my perfectionism tells me I have to put out that video before I can put out any of the other ones. It's just perfectionism. It's stinking thinking. Who cares what order they come in? I put them up in. It's just important that I get them out and get them up and move on. Instead of now I have this other stress of all of the stuff that I want to edit and get put up. So I'm going to change the way I'm doing things. I don't know how I'm going to change it yet. But I think I'm going to do a lot more of just sitting here and talking to you guys, and not as much of, recording me doing things like I was trying to do, because it's fun. It's just fun. I enjoyed it. I enjoy doing the cutting it down and putting cute little music to it and stuff like that. It was fun, but I was getting too fixated on having it just so, and that's defeating the purpose. So I've got a backlog of footage from this last week, but I'm just gonna try to jump in where we are, do a fly lady thing. I'm gonna jump in where I'm at right now, and I'm gonna try to keep my footage down to a minimum so that I don't have a crap ton of stuff to edit, and I can actually try to start getting my vlogs up, a lot sooner, just to get them put up and get it out there so that I can move on. Because as much as I'm enjoying it, it's taking up a lot of time, and one of the things that I'm trying to work on with myself is my sleep schedule. When my husband was working midnights, scratch that. It started way before he started working midnights, to where after fighting with the kids all day, in the evenings is when I can finally get my time to myself and get some downtime. Especially when before Mary was, I was either doing homeschool during the day, online school. It wasn't exactly homeschool because I didn't have to come up with the curriculum, and they did have a teacher that they could, that they did virtual classrooms with. But it took up all of my day to sit there with Mary Jane and try to and just fight with her over, or struggling with her. And it took massive amounts of patience because she is just so flighty. Her brain is just everywhere. And she's like me. She is avoidant. When there's something she doesn't want to do, her brain wants to escape and run and do everything else other than what it is that's lingering. So trying to get her to do schoolwork, it would take me all day of sitting with her at her desk, and having to let her take breaks constantly and all of that to get through maybe half of the curriculum that was assigned to us for one day. We never got through all of the stuff that we were supposed to in one day, even though we were putting in so much time into that. So it kind of started back then, I think. I could be wrong. But so I started staying up late just to have time to myself to unwind. And then I also have a thing of escaping into something else. Same thing of the escapist. So it's either I would be reading a book or watching Hulu or Netflix or, just something that I could just turn my brain off and focus on something else. But then I wouldn't want to stop and wouldn't want to put down the book or the show or whatever. And I would end up staying up ridiculously late. And, it's a point of argument, a little, some stress in my relationship as well. And it got amplified when my husband was working nights. Because then I felt like I wanted my schedule to be closer to his, because he had to be up all night and sleep during the daytime. So for me to be able to spend any time with him, I had to be able to stay up really late. And so, I started doing that for a while, and it just, I don't know, it's turned into a life of its own. And it's something that it's on my list of things that I want to work on. And, for myself, I know that if I go to bed earlier, and then I can wake up earlier and I can get more stuff done during the daytime. Now, those are my reasons for why I want to do that. Why I feel like it's important that I do work on my sleep schedule. So I tried setting myself a goal that, I'm going to go to bed at 11 o'clock each night or 10 o'clock each night. But it wasn't a realistic goal for me because I do need that time to unwind at the end of the day. I can't just, push and be crazy, and my brain is just overstimulated with all of the crap that I've got to do and juggle. I really do need to have that time to shut my brain down and just let my brain recoup some energy. Because even if I try to go lay down and go to sleep, I won't be able to sleep. I will sit there and my brain will just keep zinging like, I'm all stressed out and my whatever. So then I was feeling bad because, I didn't go to bed at 10 o'clock like my alarm went off to tell me to go to bed. And so since I didn't go to bed when my alarm told me to go to bed, I didn't reach my goal, so then I would just do whatever I normally would do and stay up all night. So I came to the realization that I have to account for that. To give myself an achievable goal, I need to allow myself some time to unwind at night. So then I set myself the goal of, the schedule of trying to go to bed around midnight. That will give me enough time to, at least kind of meet myself in the middle between what I feel like I should do and what I want to do. Gives myself some time to unwind, maybe chat with some friends, watch an episode or two of whatever show I want to watch, and still try to get to bed at a reasonable time so that I can still try to get up and stay up when my kids get up and go to school. That's my ultimate goal, is I would like to get to where I get up and stay up. That I get up when I get the kids up and I can start my morning routine while I'm waking them up. Now, I used to do that way before I started this really bad habit. I'd get up and I'd do my stuff, and then I would just take a nap in the afternoon. Because my body does need more rest than a average person, just because of my health issues. And so, like, getting up early, I would usually start crashing and hitting a wall around 10:30 or 11. And so I would have to go lay down because I would just be so overwhelmed with fatigue that I feel like I'm drooling on myself, like literally just zombified. So I'm thinking that maybe I will start considering that as a healthier pattern, instead of laying down in the morning, I get the kids up and I go lay back down. Then my alarm goes off again to remind me to go check on the kids. So my alarm starts going off at like 5:30 in the morning to go and get B up. And then I just hit snooze on it. I don't turn it off, so that way I can get up and go check on her, make sure she actually got up and is getting ready. And then, let's see, then my alarm goes off when it's about time for her bus, so that I can get up and make sure, okay, did you get everything? Because your bus is about to be here. And then I think I get Catherine up around 7, which it was earlier than that, but she keeps wanting me to let her sleep a little bit more, so it got pushed back to around 7. And then I get Mary up at 7:20. Catherine's bus comes at 7:40, and Mary's bus comes around 8:15. So, like, I was, like, laying down in between all of those times, where it's like, you're not really getting a whole lot of sleep you're not really sleeping. I'm really just resting myself. And I should be up and doing productive things. I mean, while the kids are getting ready, I could knock out my entire morning routine and have it done. I could reboot the dishwasher, have laundry started, do my hot spots, feed the animals. Like, I could do all of that just then. And then I could go back down. If I am really tired, then I could, or don't have any appointments, then I could go lay back down and go to sleep. But my sleep thing is a really big a really big issue. Now, it's not as big of an issue just for me, but it's an even bigger issue because it really bothers my husband. And so for that reason, I need to bump it up on the priorities. So I guess that brings me back to the vlogging, because right now, I had like 2 days where I went to bed around midnight. Okay, so it was midnight one day and like 1:30 the next day, which is still a lot better than what it was. But, it's a goal. It's something I was just working on, just starting to edge myself towards before I started vlogging. And then I ended up starting to stay up really late because I got to do this I've got to edit this footage before I go to sleep, because I wanted my vlog to get up that same day for whatever reason. In my perfectionist mind, I felt like, for it to be today's vlog, it has to be up today. But says who? It doesn't. There's no rules. It's my vlog. I can do whatever I need to do. It's here to benefit me as much as I hope that it can benefit somebody else if they can relate to something or whatever. But my main driving force is for myself and self-improvement, and so I need to keep that the focus. So basically, I don't know. I'm not quite sure. I'm still in the processing mode of mulling over how exactly, what I want to change, how I want to change it. But yeah, probably not going to be spending as much time on editing, because it really is very time consuming, especially to do it the way I like to do it, with all of the pretty transitions and the background music, and and I'm just getting started on all of this. So, right now it's all new and exciting and fun, getting to tinker with different things, and I like learning things. So this is really fun for me to be able to learn all of these different things. But I guess I'm just going to have to take it a little bit slower, because I've got to figure out the sleeping thing. Not just for me, but sounds like somebody's home. So I'm going to go. Maybe I'll check back in later.